here we are, James and Ron, having arrived in Santiago. The cathedral right behind us.
I'll just zoom up,
zoom up,
so that people can see the lovely cathedral instead of our faces.
It is quite magnificent.
And St. James is
St. James right at the top there. If you listen now, there's even the bell ringing for 6:30. But we left O Pedruso this morning and walked out of O Pedruso through a forest. Very peaceful.
Yes.
It was. It was good.
Yeah.
There was even a pipist piping in the midst of the forest. We continued along the way for some kilometres, about 10 kilometres into the walk, which was 19 today. We got to the airport.
Yes, and I always find that a bit, mixed emotions there, because you know that's where we're going to end up to get on a plane to go back home. So you're kind of in that mindset of, oh dear, this is coming to an end, and there's the airport.
Well, and when I say airport, or we say airport, what we really mean actually is the runway from the airport. We don't see the building itself, but you can see the runway. And occasionally the planes.
Yeah, you snake it. Basically, the path goes up to the airport, turns right, snakes around the runway, and then ends up going through some more little towns and villages on the way to Santiago.
The last of which is Lavacola.
Right, you've got some info on that, haven't you?
Lavacola actually means lava tree. And cola is actually the end, the backside, cola, you know. Anyway, so it's so called because way back, centuries, I mean, we're talking 1,000 years ago, that's where it was that you were about to enter into Santiago, and so you washed yourself. It literally means washing of bottoms, and there was this whole thing of the pilgrims washing themselves in order to come to the cathedral, which may have been the predecessor to this one, but to present yourself, clean to God, as it were.
Yeah.
So that's Lavacola. There's a little stream there and a bridge across the way.
So I held Ron's hands while I put him in the water. Anyway, but so after that we got to that big monument. What was that called? We actually saw that because funnily enough, this is the first time we've come into Santiago and it's been blue skies all around.
Because we need to say this is our fourth time of entering this particular way, and it has been a glorious day today. We came to the Monte d'Oca Park, which there's first of all there's the chapel of San Pedro, where we were able to go in and just spend a few moments in prayer and thanksgiving, and then it opens up into this huge big park, at about 750 kilometres, metres across the park, getting towards a kilometre away, there are two pilgrims who, because from this park you actually see the spires of the cathedral for the first time.
But you have to divert off the track, and you can only see these sculptures when there's no rain, no fog. And today, because it was perfectly clear, we were able to spot them and walk across and see them.
If you've seen the movie The Way, they actually enter into Santiago that way in order to both use these two quite large pilgrims, but also zoom in on the spires of the cathedral, which you can see from 5 kilometres out. That's 5 kilometres out. From there,
it was just a walk into town, really. Like, it wasn't, you hit the outskirts, obviously, and we crossed a freeway, as you do when you come into cities, and just snaked our way through.
Initially the industrialised and more recently developed areas of Santiago, and I say that since the 60s. But the further we got in, of course, we got to the very older areas of Santiago, which are quite run down, really. And
then the old town, and we are then able to see down the street, which you'll see from the shorts here of
yes,
the
the
spires.
spires actually rising above all the buildings. We made our way down here, and we didn't go in this time to the cathedral itself, but the first time we came here, it was actually magnificent because the
Botafumeiro,
which is this huge incense. What do you call it?
I'm just going to look it up now quickly.
And
it's a thurible.
Yes, yes.
Or censer. So it's basically a big incense
and when we say
smoker.
big, it takes 6 men to get the swing going across the arch of the cathedral.
On the inside.
And the reason why that's there, they only do it now on festival days. You need to arrive on a Catholic festival day in order to see it, particularly on the 25th of July, which is Santiago, the festival of Santiago, or the Feast of Santiago. But it's full of incense, right? And it is quite amazing. You'll see just in what's put up here now. But the reason it was originally there was the incense having such a large vase, or whatever it's called, container for the incense, was again because pilgrims would arrive, and before the days of personal hygiene that we walk in, the BO was just in the cathedral over the top. And so this Buma Fumeiro would be swung from one side, going right up into the heights of the cathedral to just spread incense unto God, which is a symbol of prayer, but to cleanse the cathedral itself, as it were. Yes, and from there,
we went down to the Camino office.
Yes.
To get our certificate for completing our walk. We had to show our little passports with all the stamps from the hotels that we'd picked up along the way. So we had proof that we'd walked
churches and restaurants and places along the way.
Yeah.
Because the lady, when she was giving us our Compostela, it's called, the certificate, she looked at the passports and she just making sure that we had been where we said we had been. The stamps, you've got to have at least one stamp every day, and the last 100 kilometres, you've got to have 2 stamps every day, so that the office can say, yes, the people have definitely been there. They're not turning up and pretending in order to get the certificate.
Why he'd come all the way here to pretend from Australia, I don't know, but there you go.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we got the certificate. It was 315 kilometres from Oviedo, and we are proud to say that we did that the whole way on foot. No
every
buses,
step of the way.
No taxis.
No.
All the way.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yeah.
I'll flash that up on the screen now so you can have a look.
Yes.
But yeah, it was...
After that, we took a walk down to behind, well, in front of the cathedral, actually, down and up into a garden beyond. And there's some photos here just of the cathedral from a distance. But up in the gardens up there, quite a beautiful place. That's where, yes, there is just a place of peace. First of all, certainly in the cathedral itself, a place where there's opportunity, first of all, to go visit and see the relics of St. James, but also to sit there and to meditate, to worship, to give thanks to God, the fact that we've made the journey. But on the other hand, in the park that looks over the cathedral, just a very peaceful place also, where you can meditate, give thanks, and just be still. And so thankful. I'm certainly thankful.
So am I. It's mixed, as Ron said earlier on, it's a mixed emotions day because we have arrived. It's the end of our travels, and I'll be compiling all our days together. But subscribe to our channel because we will be doing an overall video of the Primitivo with our thoughts and highlights and lowlights and so forth.
Indeed, and James has also compiled one from Camino Frances last year that you can check on our
also.
channel as well, there, of course.
So I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and
maybe keep tuned because there may be another series coming.
Maybe another walk, another year.
Yes,
indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for sharing the journey with us, and we look forward to seeing you sometime soon.
God bless you.
Forget our fear of what comes after.